These are one rare animal that will live as long in the wild as captivity, and that's 50 years old. So they found alligators upwards to 50 years old in the wild, which is just truly remarkable, because captivity usually adds double, if not triple, sometimes even quadruple a lifespan for an animal, where these guys, it's the same. They can survive just as well in the wild as they can in captivity. Now, do they all live till 50? No. I mean, you have gators that are probably living till 2 or 3, and some that don't even make it out of baby stage because they're eaten by these bigger guys.
But you know what's really cool is these guys are incredibly smart. Mm-hmm. There are facilities that actually do tons of training with these guys. Out in the wild, it's really hard to relocate them. They've had certain occasions where they've actually relocated a troublesome alligator over 100 miles away, and within a year it has found its way back, and it's literally the same alligator because they put a tracker in it and it found its way back to its same pond.
And that's just so remarkable. 100 miles away, found its pond. They're so intelligent. They're so intelligent. These guys can scale. When you guys see 8-foot fences in Florida, the reason for that is because these alligators can climb right over them. Like, they can scale walls. It's absolutely remarkable.
They have to put tilt-ins on those fences, keep them off the
or the spinny
lines.
spins.
Yep.
The spin rollers. They eat fish, chicken, steak. The difference between an alligator and a crocodile.
So alligators are way more docile. Crocodiles are more the aggressive of the crocodilian family. The easiest way to tell them apart, though, is if you look at their snouts. Alligators have that U shape and their teeth aren't as gnarly, and crocodiles have a V shape. So it's very pointed and their teeth are pretty gnarly and stick out kind of everywhere. And crocodiles get way bigger than alligators. Alligators are typically freshwater. There have been occasions where they can go into salt water for very limited, very, very limited amounts of time, whereas most crocodiles can go back and forth. They just kind of adapt to either or, but these guys are mostly freshwater.
We do have one more gator up in our reptile house. He's not big enough to be with these guys. He's only 3 foot long. They would actually eat him. But when he is big enough, he will come down here with these guys. We would take in a gator, again, depending on size. Right now, we honestly probably couldn't take anything over 3.5 foot long because this tank is pretty much at its capacity with these 3 now, as how big as they are. And our motto is that if we cannot provide an animal a proper good life, we don't deserve it. So if there is one that needs a home, and the only way we would take it is they're like, we cannot find it a new home, then we would do everything we could to build a temporary enclosure to get it either to a new home or get a better enclosure built. So what brings them to us is that they were illegally owned. So alligators are considered potentially dangerous animals under the Washington State 16.30 potentially dangerous animal law. The RCW is up here. And so they actually, any crocodilian animal falls in that potentially dangerous animal list. And so animal control will contact us and ask us if we can come take them, because we have over 25 years of experience of working with alligators. This is not our main focus. We're good at it. He's a good alligator. Yeah, and these are very obviously common in Florida. They are not common in Washington because we don't have the weather you have. We have very, very, very cold weather. That's why we don't have issues with iguanas and Burmese pythons and all that kind of stuff being left out. We have one rule, and that is don't let it loose. Now, the don't let it loose not only has to do with the fact that the animal is just not fair to the animal, but it also has to do with the fact that if you are in a place where it can survive, it can start to actually breed and multiply and actually start taking out the native species like it's doing in Florida right now. So Burmese pythons are taking out the native species. Look at his little tail poke straight up. It's so cute. And so are iguanas. They're messing with the whole ecosystem down there, and that's why it is unalive on site, because there's just too many people let it loose.